that broom. You got that, tough guy?
Just having a little fun, Granny. Keeping the kid on his toes.
I don't give a mole rat's ass how many of you raiders there are. In here, it's my bar and my rules.
The pack lets it all hang out.
Work hard, play hard. That's the raider way. So, what are you drinking?
What have you got?
I got whatever liquor this rowdy bunch can get their hands on. From fine spirits to rot gut that'll put a fire in your belly. What'll it be?
I'll take a look, sure.
Coming right up.
I'd bring my kids here someday. Not for all these raiders.
Hell yeah.
Hey, it's your main man, Red Eye here, sending out some big congratulations to our brand new overboss. That's right, if you haven't heard, Coulter is toast. He's worm food. Not only did someone survive the gauntlet, but he took on Coulter and won.
Make sure you don't do anything
talking about some secret agreement between Gage and the gangs, saying whoever took down Coulter would take his place. You believe that?
Hell no.
I didn't vote for this guy. How come he gets to be overboss?
Shit, got a party like it's your last day.
I mean, hell, if I'd known they were looking for somebody...
Never did get why Coulter brought in 3 gangs to claim Nuka World. I mean, he had us. Don't need the rest.
Hey.
Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, how high were they when they built this place?
Yes.
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. Suppose you just beat us to it.
Understanding the operators ain't hard. We know how to live. The other gangs? Dying is more their strong suit. Man, I've been getting the shakes bad. Haven't slept in days.
You've been hitting the jet pretty hard. Get some of that new Colmex stuff that Maddox cooked up. It'll set you right.
Hell no! This is the best buzz I ever had. Boss.
You can head on in, Overboss. Sorry, Max. All anyone's turned up so far is that he's got that pinpoint on his arm.
So, Overboss is a vault dweller.
Or ice the vault dweller.
You can go.
Hey there.
Well, I suppose we all owe you for putting down Coulter.
Man was an idiot. Made us all look bad.
A clown stuck in his own little car. I guess we can take some solace in the fact that someone finally gave him what he deserved. I want to know, what did you feel as you did it? When you brought that walking pile of human garbage to his knees?
Bored? Kind of like this conversation, now that you mention it.
Hey, you don't get to talk to Mags that way.
It's all right, William. Regardless, Gage's decree means that you're the new overboss. I suppose we can only hope you work out better than the last one. I'm Mags. This is my brother, William.
Pleasure.
Along with our co-conspirator, Lizzie, we run this crew. Call ourselves the Operators. You'll come to understand soon enough that we are the only gang you should be backing around here. Because we're the only ones who see this place for what it is. A temple. A testament to the only thing that matters in this world.
And what's that?
Caps. This place was built for the sole purpose of taking caps out of the pockets of fools. We only joined Gage and Coulter's little menagerie in order to restore it to that goal, though by somewhat more cutthroat methods than I expect its founders intended.
Instead, Coulter had us sitting on our asses for the better part of a year while he lived large in his damn mountaintop.
And that means, if you're going to be in charge around here, we'd like some assurances that you intend to bring this place back to its true purpose. And that we're going to get back to robbing folks of their fucking money.
And you want to explain to me why exactly I should be backing the Operators?
Because we dispense with the bullshit. My people aren't commanded by lunatic bloodlust or animal instincts. We are the only rational players around here, and would make valuable allies, so long as we know you intend to get this place back to bringing in caps.
So we want to know what your plan is.
My goal is to use this place to make all the money I can.
Well, it's about damn time.
I look forward to seeing your claims put into action. So, you're welcome in the parlor whenever you like. Make yourself at home. And if you think you might be interested in running some jobs for us, you just come speak to me. And we'll all be anxiously awaiting getting this place back to doing what it does best.
Operators got no tolerance for dead weight. Those who can't cut it, they're gone.
Someone left an ear in one of the teacups. I got it. There is no name on
I
here,
wonder
so
how much
I
of
guess
Gage's
that's your
little
hero.
plan to
Good
replace
luck getting
Coulter
back.
wasn't just to make sure the bosses didn't take his head off too.
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's
Hey,
back at
Lizzie.
some point.
Would
Suppose you just
kill
beat us
for an
to it.
actual lab. though it hasn't helped yet.
Red Eye original, you could say.
Walking around this place at night, even without the bodies, it's hard to believe they ever let children in.
Not supposed to hurt the other gangs. No rule against tricking them into hurting each other. William normally has brisk visitors. You get special.
Pack and disciples. Bunch of amateurs playing dress up.
Overboss, making trouble?
I suggest we take as much as we can carry.
Sometimes you gotta ask yourself, how high were they when they built this place?
You haven't seen anything that's, out of the ordinary around here, have you? Maybe something hidden, shaped like a bottle cap.
I thought we told you to keep your ass at the market. If you're looking for something, you can find it there.
I'm not here for the market. I didn't travel hungry.
You're the new overboss, right? You sure made an example out of Coulter.
And you are?
Impressed. I've never seen anyone survive in cola cars for more than a minute. Of course, you did have a little help. Age was the one that clued you in. Yeah, I know all about it. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me. I think Coulter got exactly what he deserved.
So, you weren't loyal to Coulter?
Hell no. Coulter was a goddamn idiot. With Coulter running the show, business was starting to dry up. Now that you're here, I'm betting everyone stands to make a lot more money. Speaking of which, I'm hoping you're here to spend a little bit of your own at the Nuka Cave.
What exactly is this place?
It's my pride and joy. The one good thing that came out of getting stuck working for Coulter. Yeah, All of the amusements and games around you are working thanks to yours truly. I'm the only one that can take them apart and put them back together again. If I go, then it's only a matter of time before they fall apart. And all the cute little prizes you can win? Yeah, you can thank me for those too.
I'll thank you when you start explaining this madhouse.
Alright, alright. No need to get hostile. Every game in the Nuka-Cade still takes the original pre-war tokens. Just slot one into the machine and you're off. If your score is high enough, the machine will kick out a bunch of tickets which you can redeem at a prize terminal for all sorts of goodies.
How do I get tokens?
Well, I usually just tell my customers that I sell them. But seeing as you're the new overboss, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you a few other ways of getting them. You can also get tokens from the pre-war token machines in the Nuka-Cade, but they only take pre-war money. And if you look around the parks hard enough, I'm betting you'll find a few here and there. I'll tell you what, just to officially welcome you to Nuka World, here's a token to get you started.
Sounds good, thanks.
No problem. I have to keep you coming back for more, right? Well, I guess that's it. If you need anything, you just let me know. Oh, don't forget to take this with you, boss. That way you can't say I never did you any favors.
Nuka World! I've always dreamed of coming here, and now I finally made it! This place is amazing, don't you think?
How is this place amazing?
How? Just look around. Don't you see it? You can just imagine the children, smiling and happy, all drinking Nuka-Cola and having the time of their lives. It must have been magical. The name's Sierra Petrovita. I traveled all the way from the capital wasteland to visit this place. Maybe you've heard about my Nuka-Cola museum?
You run a Nuka-Cola museum?
Absolutely. I've spent years collecting all the Nuka-Cola merchandise I could find. It's all on display at my home in a settlement called Girdershade. I give tours to anyone who stops by. And I can promise you this. You won't find another collection like mine in the Capital Wasteland, the Commonwealth, or any place else. Well, I'd stay and chat some more, but I've gotta get back to my search.
What are you searching for?
I don't really want to say. It's nothing personal. I just don't know you well enough to trust you. Sorry.
I'm a fellow Nuka-Cola fan, so you can definitely trust me.
Wow, really? That's great. In fact, that gives me an idea. I've read all kinds of things about the park, and I'd love to tell someone about it. How about I give you a little tour of Nuka Town here, and when it's over, I'll share my secret. What do you say?
What do you have in mind, exactly?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I like to think of myself as one of the foremost authorities on the subject of Nuka World. I'll take you to some of the best spots right here in Nuka Town, USA, and show you just how amazing this place really is. So, Is that a yes?
Sounds like a great idea.
Okay, then let's get started. Right this way, if you please.
Nisha really only has one rule around here. Don't get caught.
This top mountain here provides a commanding view of Nuka Town, USA, and the other areas of the park. Some of the finest and most expensive dining in the park was found at Biz Top Grill, which you can see up on the mountain slope. Not all of the attractions at Nuka World were rides. The Nuka-cade here boasted dozens of exciting games of skill for the whole family to enjoy. Winning the games meant earning tickets you could spend to get all kinds of awesome Nuka-Cola merchandise. If I'd been around back then, I'd probably have spent a whole week in here trying to win all the prizes.
Those seeking a more refined experience could sit down to a sumptuous meal at the Parlor Dinner Theater, home to the renowned Nuka World players.
The parlor wasn't just a dinner theater. It also hosted one of the park's most sought-after events, the Bottle and Cappy Show. The show was so popular, tickets would sell out months in advance.
Never did get why Coulter brought in 3 gangs to claim Nuka World. I mean, he had us.
I thought about trying my hand at the gauntlet just to see if I could do it. Waste of time now. No one's stopping here.
With its brightly colored design and delicious burgers and fries, it's no surprise Cappy's Cafe was hugely popular with kids. The cafe was best known for its super spicy Nuka Blast Burger, which was so hot, it was nicknamed the A-bomb on a bun. On the park's busiest days, the line to get into the cafe was said to stretch all the way to Fizz Top Mountain. Past the market is Nuka World's front gate, which led to this entrance plaza. It was widely believed that the park's average daily attendance numbered in the tens of thousands. Of course, the Nuka-Cola Corporation never released official figures, but from everything I've read, I think that's a low estimate. You might have seen the robot dressed like a big red Nuka-Cola bottle. That's Nira, the park's informational attendant. She might be the only one in the park who's as enthusiastic about Nuka-Cola as I am. And that concludes the tour. Pretty good, huh?
That was very informative, thank you.
It was my pleasure, especially since none of the gangs wanted to hear any of that. Believe me, I tried. I guess you could think of me as the world's biggest Nuka-Cola fan. I've been obsessed with the stuff since the first time I tasted it. I collect all the merchandise I can find, like these awesome Cappy glasses I'm wearing. But these aren't just ordinary sunglasses. They were part of a really cool contest that started just before the war. And the winner of the contest would get to meet the famous John Caleb Bradburton himself.
Who was John Caleb Bradburton.
Sorry. I tend to forget most people aren't as interested in the history of Nuka-Cola as I am. He was an inventor, and the best thing he ever invented was, you guessed it, Nuka-Cola! So, to win the contest, you had to find 10 images of Cappy, the Nuka-Cola mascot, hidden throughout the park. Each image has part of a code or something, and only these special glasses can reveal it. Now I know what you're thinking. Bradburton's long gone. Who cares about the contest anymore? Well, I'm betting that somewhere in his office is the original Nuka-Cola formula. That formula was one of the great mysteries of the soft drink world, and it would be the crown jewel of my collection. If you can help me get it, I promise it'll be worth your while.
What's in it for me?
I was just getting to that part. Bradburton didn't just create soda formulas. He was a genius who invented all kinds of fantastic things. All I really care about is getting my hands on the Nuka-Cola formula. Any other inventions we find are yours to keep. So, what do you think?
Sure, why not? Might learn more about the park while I'm at it.
Good point. You're new here after all. You should learn everything you can. I'll give you my Cappy glasses and this old contest holotape. It's got hints about where to find the hidden Cappies. Just track down the clues, and then come back to me once you've found them all. I'm an expert in all things Nuka-Cola, so I'm sure I'll be able to decipher it. Happy hunting!
I thought about trying my hand at the gauntlet just to see if I could do it.
Sure, we carry guns, but knives where it's at. It's not fun unless you're up close and personal. Damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again. Things are boring as hell since Nisha made us team up. I ain't no fan of playing nice with others.
Boss, huh? Don't worry. I don't cause problems.
Anything useful?
This guy? How come he gets to be overboss? I mean, hell, if I had known they were looking for somebody, I would have thrown my name into that hat. You know what I'm saying? Well, whatever. I can't wait to see what our new leader has planned.
All systems are a go, sir.
Watch yourself, boss. Because we sure will be.
Come on, girl. You know we should run this place. Not some little greenie Gage dragged in.
We're giving him a second chance. Gage screws this up, he knows we'll skin him alive. So shut up and be patient.
What about you, big guy? Nothing to say on the matter?
As long as he doesn't get in my way. Don't much care.
Yeah, figured as much.
Both of you just get out of here. And make sure the others get the message.
Don't look like much to me. You want to talk? Talk to Nisha. Hey.
So, you're Gage's little pet project.
Pet project? What's that supposed to mean?
Gage didn't say anything. Apparently, we're not good enough to run this place ourselves. Gage wanted to bring in his own little puppy to replace Coulter. But I guess training a puppy is way easier than getting us to do what he wants.
And what are you? His grandma?
If I was, I would have slit that little suck-up's throat a long time ago. Gage will never be one of us. He's a failure. He's lucky we're giving him a second chance. Everyone knows we all wanted Coulter dead. Of course, if I had my way, it would have been a slow, painful process. But whatever. Let's get this meet and greet over with. I'm Nisha. I lead the Disciples. We've only got one rule around here, and that's keeping the peace of this alliance. Otherwise, the way we see it, this world stopped caring about rules the moment people started dropping bombs on one another.
What do you mean by keeping the peace?
It means do what you want, but don't get caught. The last thing I need is the operators and Pat breathing down my neck. We can take either of them one-on-one, but I don't like my odds when it comes to double duty. So keep the peace. That's the only rule we need.
This world needs rules. Otherwise, we'll never recover.
Rules are dangerous because people start to trust them. They make you think you're safe, but once you turn your back, you're dead. Coulter thought some sort of rule or code made him untouchable. But he found out he was wrong. The hard way. Although I could give him a little credit. He built the gauntlet, after all. Of course, it was total shit at first. No imagination. But we spiced it up a bit.
How many lives has this gauntlet claimed?
Who's counting? It's at least enough to keep the traders busy. We like to send them in to clean out the bodies whenever things get ripe in there. They don't always make it out alive, of course. The gauntlet never sleeps.
That thing should be shut down. It's dangerous.
Dangerous? People are dangerous. That thing's child's play. Just a bunch of traps and critters. Let's just hope Gage is right about you. He made a lot of promises to get us here. Never followed through. So you better not screw this up, because I'm not about to tolerate another round of bullshit.
It depends on what you're looking for.
Someone who's not afraid to get blood on their hands and make some real changes around here. You see, the Disciples don't make empty threats. We make good on them. We aren't swayed by caps like those spoiled brats obsessed with their hair, or those savage animals who can't behave in public. Fuck this up, and I will kill you. Although, I admit I have even better plans for Gage. But, if you support us and keep your promises like a good little overboss, we back you. You get to live, and everybody wins.
And why would I trust you?
Because we need each other. You give us what we want, and it's just a matter of time before everyone in the Commonwealth knows your name.
And what is it you want?
When you finish what Coulter started, you give us control of this park. Then you set your sights on the Commonwealth. And once the Commonwealth is yours, and believe me, with our help, it will be. You just make sure the Disciples have more than our fair share of the territories.
I'll think about it.
Of course. Just remember to think about it like this. How much do you value your life? Then, when you realize just how much, there's no shortage of work around here. So, if you're looking to prove you've got what it takes, you know where to find me.
Just crazies. Just ignore them. Told those freaks to stick to their camp.
Welcome home, boss. The digs are yours now. I hope you like the look. Coulter had some peculiar tastes. But this view is something, huh? Everything you see here is under your control, now that you're in charge.
Yeah, I still don't get it. Why put me in charge?
You may have noticed that our former overboss, Coulter, was a fucking asshole. And that's me being nice. Ended up being poisoned for this whole operation. The way I see it, surviving the gauntlet means you've got what it takes. Or at least the potential. For a good while now, we've needed someone who can get shit done, make real progress.
I sure do like the sound of that.
I thought you might. Look, I'll be honest with you. This operation needs someone to step in and take the reins. Sure as hell ain't gonna be me. Leading outright ain't my style. And there's already some blaming me for supporting Coulter all this time. My talents are best put to use helping a new overboss get all this shit under control. You get me?
What sort of talents would you say you have, Gage?
Aside from being a good shot and having a foul mouth, I've run with gangs nearly my whole life. I know how raiders think, what they're after, and how to use that to your advantage. Trust me, I'm in this just as much as you are. This shit needs to work out.
I hear you, Gage.
Good. I know I'm throwing a lot at you all at once here. Let's take a step back and talk big picture, okay? Nuka World. Shit. This was the dream. Huge. Built like a goddamn fortress. You run this, world is yours. We had a good head start on it. A lot of work went into getting the disciples, the operators, and the pack to work together. But we got here. About a year ago, we push in through the front gate. Take over Nuka Town. Get these traitors under our thumb. And then, well, Coulter got lazy. He was content to sit on his ass. Never bothered putting in the effort to finish taking over the park. The gangs got restless and started pissing each other off. It is a real mess.
Wait, what kind of mess am I walking into here?
It was little shit at first. Heated tempers, arguments, the occasional shooting. Got worse over time, though. Gangs started staking out as much territory as they could, all being on top of each other like this. Started looking for excuses to turn on each other. If something ain't done soon to settle things down, it's gonna reach a point there ain't no coming back from.
Coulter couldn't pull this off? He was weak. Didn't deserve to be in charge.
Tell me about it. I thought he had what it took, so I helped arrange this whole deal. Didn't work out. But now that you're here, we got a second shot. Ain't gonna lie. I've heard about you. Part of that railroad, ain't you? I don't give a damn about their little crusade, but guess I know you've got some fight in you. Look, I know these gangs. Been working with them or against them for years now. I'll help you, okay? Walk you through everything. First thing you gotta do is get the gangs behind you. Without them supporting you, you're not getting shit done. You don't have to trust them. Hell, you don't even have to like them. But you need them to respect you enough to follow you.
Have any advice for how I should go about it?
Yeah, all right. The disciples like violence. The bloodier, the better. Tell them they'll get plenty of it. The operators are in it mostly for the money. They get promised caps, they'll listen to you. The pack, hell, I don't know. They follow whoever they think is the strongest. Show some teeth, I guess.
Don't worry. Everybody likes me.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. Look, technically, you're already the new overboss, right? That's like half the work done right there. Just meet the leaders. Talk with them. Flex your muscles a little. Show them you mean business.
What happens after they're on my side?
Then, we get started on taking over the rest of Nuka World. But, one step at a time. You in?
Okay, let's do this.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. You just need to show them you're the right man for the job. From what I hear, you got a head start on things already. Just talk to the rest of the gang leaders. Smooth things over, and we're good. I'll be here if you need me.
You certainly know your way around a work bench.
need something, boss?
Harvey.
Hey, just wanted to say, no hard feelings. All right?
You were in on this?
Yeah, pretty much. But it's not what you think. I mean, it's just I didn't really have any choice in the matter.
You lied to me.
I know, and I'm sorry. But if you ever cared about anyone, you'd do the same thing. I don't have any family. Living family. I lost them when Coulter and his gangs took this place from us. Now, these traitors are all I have left. They're my family now. Every time Coulter sent me out to lure people into the gauntlet, I didn't have a choice. I had to do it, or he'd kill someone I cared about. I'm just sorry you had to get caught up in all this.
Did you ever fail to bring someone in?
Never. Couldn't afford to. Used to be me and another guy they'd send out. He thought he'd try and escape while he was out there. They found him, made him watch as they tortured and killed 2 of our own. Then they sent him through the gauntlet themselves. After that, the choice was obvious. Like I said, sorry you got caught up in all this.
It's all right, Harvey. I understand.
Good to hear, boss. Never figured I'd find myself in this situation before. I thought for sure I'd be a goner. Well, better get back to it.
Ain't no one sad about Coulter.
Word is, super mutants just hit the place. They're still trying to rebuild. Should be easy pickings.
If there's anything left. How good is this source of yours?
It's good, Shank.
Boss?
I don't bring you bullshit.
And I'd like to keep it that way. Here, earn this. Anything else you find out?
Shank, you'll be the first to know.
Huh. So you're the new overboss. I expect you and I are gonna have a lot to discuss in the future.
Hey.
Don't mind me, boss. Just keeping an eye on things. Coulter sure left you a mess, didn't he?
These collars get damned hot after a while.
Mason's been waiting for you.
You gotta chase what you wanna catch. If you can take something,
to wait in a long line to see me.
No? I'll walk right up here.
Exactly. Those can handle their own shit without bothering. Do you need help finding your place here?
No! I can do it.
There's plenty of collars in the kennels if you can.
It ain't easy keeping a zoo. We'll all do our part.
Hey there.
Now that I get a closer look at you, I'm not sure I'm buying this new overboss.
Could be a problem I need to solve.
Slow down there, boss man. We're just getting to know each other. Name's Mason. The pack's out there. This here's the house side of town. You might be overboss for now, but I'm the boss of the pack. It'll fit that way. Long as you don't go forgetting that, we're gonna be fine.
Your people aren't gonna cause you any problems.
The pack does what I tell them. If you don't get in my way, they won't get in yours.
The pack? Smell like animals.
Ah, never heard that one before. Look, I don't like anyone to broke up about Cole. Just figured on his replacement being different. Gage says you're the boss now, so you're the boss.
You don't want to be overboss?
If I thought the other gang would go along, I'd run this place in a heartbeat. Might have to. Doesn't have to be a third. At least getting Mags back. And a commission. Besides, it could possibly be worse than Coulter.
Don't worry. He knew what he was doing.
Sure, he's still out on that. Ain't likely you're gonna be any worse than Coulter. Don't get me wrong, Coulter was definitely overboss. Not a man. Things were good in the beginning. Real good. But that was a year ago. Then Coulter went soft. Wanted to take stock in what we had.
So what does he want?
Perhaps something. Anything more than the city I've been doing the last year.
I think you're a bunch of ungrateful children.
Careful there, boss. We ain't ungrateful. Just fed up. Sure, this place beats living in the shitholes we had out there. But it ain't the palace of caps we signed up for. Ain't none of us, not even the disciples. And normally it should be bunch so long as they're drenched in blood. Things were going to hell fast. Gage got us together and promised to find out if you were Coulter.
I'm not Coulter. That better not happen to me.
Yeah, sure, boss. I get it. I do. We're totally willing to give you a chance. Yeah. Let's cut to the chase. You're gonna do right by the pack. I hear you've been talking to the other gang.
Don't worry. You'll get your cash.
Sure, fine. But it ain't just about the cash. It's also about respect. If you want us on your heel, we expect to get dogs out here. One last thing before I let you go. There's always work to do around here and keep it zoo in order. If you're ever able to lend a hand, drop it. Loyalty's a two-way street.
If you're wearing a collar, it's because you asked for it. Ain't no one a slave that don't want to be. Some kind of death wish? Oh, it's you.
Overboss returns. Well, you're back in one piece. That's a good sign. Everything all peachy with our friendly neighborhood psychopaths? Sure hope you didn't promise them too much. I mean, going a little over the top is part of the game, but you don't want them holding it against you if you can't deliver.
They'll do what they're told. That's all that matters.
Oh boy, okay. Time to roll up your sleeves, boss. There's work to be done. This place is huge. Divided up into sections. Parks, whatever the hell they called them back in the day. We need to take them all back. One at a time. Every section we secure gives us a little more breathing room and more resources. You stake a claim, plant a little flag for one of the gangs, and that settles it. It's theirs for good. Who gets what, that'll be your call. Whoever you hand it off to will appreciate it, but the others might get a little jealous. You know how it goes.
Plant a flag? Are you serious?
Dead serious. Look, you leave it up to anyone else, the gangs will all just fight over who deserves the space. A lot of these idiots can't read, so it needs to be as plain as day for them to get on board. They know what to watch for. So that's it. Nice and simple, right? Take a minute. Settle in if you want. And then let's get to it. And hey, we're in this together, so I might as well go all in. You want me watching your back? You just say the word.
Tag along if you want. You might learn a thing or two.
Oh, now this I gotta see.
Ada.
A pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you ready to depart?
Time to hit the road.
Understood. Please, lead on.
No shortage of suckers in the Commonwealth. Makes life easy, so long as you're careful.
Here.
Growing food sure is a lot dirtier than it was in the Institute. But I think it's a lot more fun, too.
Yes?
Need something?
Hi, Sean.
Hey, Dad, can you do something for me? Next time you're out doing stuff, can you look for something? I want to try building some new things. I'd like to have an old microscope, you know, to use for parts. I bet I can make something really useful for you.
Sure thing, Sean.
Thanks, Dad.
Stay sharp. Don't let your guard down.
Another day of hard work.
Guess you got your reasons. But that just looks like junk to me.
Hey, Sean.
Did you find what I needed?
Yep, got it right here.
Great, that's it. I promise I'll do something cool with it. Here, you can take this. I made it earlier. Do you like it? Maybe if you don't need it, you could sell it to someone else. Thanks again, Dad. I mean it.
I don't like stumbling around in the dark. Should be a fine day for a walk.